Hello there. You've caught me reading this lovely book about a place in Norway called 𝐔𝐿𝐴. And I was supposed to go there at the end of April to do some photography with a good friend of mine. But now, given that the world has changed a bit, I have to read about it and think about it and look forward to it later this year, hopefully, fingers crossed. And while we're waiting for the world to go back to normal, there are certain restrictions to how long we can travel and what we can do. So I was thinking that I could try to introduce a fun little challenge that we could do amongst ourselves. And I've called that challenge the 1000 Steps Challenge. So what is the 1000 Steps Challenge? It basically is that you stand outside your front door and then you're allowed to take 1000 steps, and then you have to stop, put up your tripod and take a photograph. And that's it. That's the whole challenge. But I have made a few rules. These are the rules and they must be upheld. All right. So I'm gonna do this challenge now, and then at the end of this video, I'm gonna challenge 3 of you, hopefully 3 that are watching this film, to do the same. And it's hopefully it will be fun. And if I nominate you and you don't want to do this, no worries, don't think about it. Just put it under the rug. All right, these are the rules I have written down. Rule number 1, no more or less than 1000 steps from your own front door. And what I mean by that is that you are not allowed to take, for example, 100 steps and you find something really beautiful and then you just stand in one place doing 900 more. That's no good. That's no good. So 1000 steps, no more or no less. Rule number 2. After 1000 steps, you need to set up the tripod, and then you have 3 minutes to take your photograph. Rule number 3, you can move freely around your tripod within a radius of 1 meter during those 3 minutes. So you can kind of turn the tripod, you can kind of angle up a composition while moving within a radius of 1 meter. Rule number 4, you have just one exposure. Unless you accidentally press the shutter or something, if you're trying to autofocus and you press the shutter, then you have one more, but one exposure. Rule number 5, you can do this at any time of the day. You can do it sunset, sunrise, during the night, if you're into astrophotography. Rule number 6, you need to film everything in one go from the moment you start walking. So I'm going to use these things that they have on airplanes when they're counting the passengers. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'm going to try to time that with my steps so I don't have to count loud during the video. So I can film myself just walking and pressing my thumb when I take a step. But there are apps for this, I think. I'm not that very technical, but maybe there's smart watches that count your steps. I don't know. But the main reason, you can count however you want, but you have to film everything in one go, so there's no cheating here. Rule number 7, no limits on equipment, meaning lenses, filters. That being said, no drones, no aerial photography. I think that's it. No, one more rule, no test runs. You're not allowed to do this more than once. So you have one chance, and if it fails, it fails. At least it will be funny, hopefully. So I'm really curious about this. So what I have planned is that I'm gonna start this challenge tomorrow morning. I'm gonna get up early and I'm gonna photograph the sunrise. And I know of this lake where I live, pretty close. I'm not sure if I can reach that lake within 1000 steps. So I think I'm gonna take long steps, hopefully, to reach that lake within 1000 steps. I think it's possible, I'm not sure, but that lake, it could work with the sunrise. I don't know, I have never tried it, but it will be fun. That's my plan for tomorrow. All right, I'm gonna have a good night's sleep and then I'm gonna get up and then I'm gonna photograph my 1000 steps challenge. And like I said, at the end I'm gonna nominate 3 of you. All right, hope you like this challenge. And now, back to the book. Well, good morning. I have here my step counter. This is my door. The 1000 step challenge. All right, let's do it. 1, 2, 3. And we're off. Well, I'm not sure if there's gonna be a proper sunrise today, because I can't see the horizon from where I live, so fingers crossed. Otherwise, this will be a rather gloom affair, I think. So now I just have to entertain you for 1000 steps. It shouldn't be too hard. Me, the king of one takes. Oh, truth be told, I've been dreading this a bit because I am really not good at doing takes. I usually spend a lot of takes when I'm filming, so this is gonna be good. All right, let me stop here for a bit just to check we're recording, and we are. I can see the counter. 132 steps. You can see the bay here. Beautiful bay where I live. Birds are singing. The moon is out. It's between those trees. You can see it just in between those trees there. Beautiful moon. 132. I haven't gotten far at all. I need to make my steps a bit longer, I think. In terms of local photography, I'm not sure it can get much more local than this. This is as local as it can get. Here you can see the moon up there. I'm gonna film this way for a bit. We're approaching an old bridge made long ago by rocks. Don't remember the name of that bridge, but it's quite beautiful actually. I photographed it a number of times. Let's see here. Got the river. This old wooden bridge. I could show it to you more closely, but I don't want to waste any steps doing it. Yeah, this is fun. You get to see the area where I live. Let's see here. 271 steps. It's going great. My arm is starting to get tired already. Good show. Good show. Why did I have to make the rule about the one take? Lights went off. That's a good sign. And here we have the horizon line. That does not look very promising. $381. I might have to change the plans a bit, because this looks not so good for a sunrise. All cloudy at the horizon line. Could move down here and see if I find something in the forest. Keep going, I think. I tried to photograph that forest before. Not good. Okay, it's a crossroad, and I've spent 479 steps to get here. I think I'm gonna continue up here towards my original plan, but I'm gonna switch hands just for a bit, because my hand is getting tired. Like I said, I'm not used to filming long takes. So, as you can see, in Norway we're still allowed outside, but social distancing is very important here due to the virus. So there are some restrictions to what we can and cannot do. And one of the restrictions we have is that we're not allowed to go on longer hikes, meaning sleeping over in a tent or at cabins. We need to stay home. It's a beautiful morning. It truly is. I can see kind of a neat image here with the moon over the trees. Let's see here. Sorry for this filming. See the moon there? With a long lens you can get the outlines of the trees and the moon behind it. But I have walked 609 steps so far. Onwards we go. Should have had a GoPro or something on my head. That would be much easier. So when I went to bed last night, I started thinking about the rules I invented, and I thought I didn't actually write down a rule stating that you're not allowed to just walk up to your car, get in the car and start driving. So to those I'm gonna challenge after I've taken my picture. You could do that. It's not written down in the good rules, the rule book. But think about the reputation, man. It would be tarnished forever. That's pretty nice. Little tarn there. This is where we walked. You can see there's a lot of clouds. And we're already at 728 steps. I'm gonna pick up the pace here. It's been a long time since I've been at that lake, so I don't quite remember how well it coincides with the sunrise. But I'm hoping it will. I tried to check it last night on the photographer ephemeris when I was trying to plan how this might work over the fence. This is a beautiful scene. 806. I can always walk back here and photograph this hill, I suppose. Birds. Let's see here. I almost kind of wish that I stumbled upon a hoggorm, or kind of a viper or something, so I can photograph that. Okay, this is the lake. I'm at the lake, 850. My plan is to get to the other side of the lake and photograph the sunrise. But as things are looking now, there's not much hope for a sunrise of sorts. And I don't want to spend my last 150 steps getting over there just to find out there's nothing. Or shall I? Also, if I go up there, I also might find out that I can't see a composition. There I got a stone fence, at least up there. Okay, I will try to walk 50 steps that direction and see what I get. 1, 2, 3, 4. Large steps. $887. This kind of works. Can always get back to this spot. I'm gonna try. Spent 40 steps getting here. I can kiss that sunrise goodbye. That's for sure. I won't get that. And now the moon is, my backup plan is going behind the sky, so I can't photograph that. And here are the lake itself. Okay. So I'm at 914 right now. I think I'm gonna head back towards those stones there. Can I make it? Okay, I think I can. Let's see here. $970. Steps. 30 more steps. I kind of like those stones right there. Up towards the tree, but I'm gonna go with some foreground here. Try to lead up to that tree there. Hopefully get some color in the sky. There's absolutely no light here. No light, no light. All right. Another 25 steps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. I thought I timed this rather well. Didn't. 6 more steps. 1. Don't do anything stupid now. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1000. I now have 3 minutes to take my shot, which will be something like this. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to stand here, I'm going to put up my tripod, and then I'm going to turn off the camera just a bit because I need to put the camera over there filming me while I'm setting up. So I'm going to turn off the camera, but this is the spot. Alright, see you in a bit. Okay, 3 minutes from now. I can see some light there up in the skies. Hopefully this can catch on fire as well. But I don't think there will be any light on the scene whatsoever. It's better than nothing. I'll take it all. Let's see here. We're getting some color in the sky, which is great. And this is roughly my composition. I'm using the line of the bay here, the edge of the bay up towards that tree and that rock there. And now things are happening. Don't blow out the highlights, whatever you do, the one light you have. Okay, this is it. F11, 15th of a second will smooth out the water just a bit. My 1000 step challenge picture. 4-second shutter delay. I did it! I kind of wish I tilted the camera a bit over there now. So that was my 1000 step challenge picture. Pretty much as local as you can get. But it was a lot of fun. Local photography at its finest. Alright, maybe it was a bit boring when I was walking from my home up here. Hope not. This was a beautiful scene this here as well. I'm gonna challenge 3 people now, and I'm gonna choose 3 people which I think have the means to do this. I'm not gonna challenge someone that I know are stuck inside. So I will try to think about that. Alright, the first one I'm gonna challenge is Mr. Ian Smith from Sweden. Some of you might remember him from our walk together up Preikestolen. I'm nominating you, Ian. I'm sure you're allowed outside, if only to take a photograph or 2. Oh, beautiful sun, look at this. Second one I'm going to challenge is Mr. Trond Vestby. He lives in Stavanger, and he's a bird photographer. So this is a challenge that's not exactly right up his alley, but I think I have my faith in you, Mr. Trond. So I challenge you for the 1000 steps challenge from your home in Stavanger. And lastly, I think I'm gonna challenge the king of quarantine videos, Mr. Thomas Heaton. If you're watching this, I challenge you to do your own 1000 step challenge. All right, I'm gonna photograph this scene here now, using this up towards the sun before it climbs too high. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully this was kind of fun. All right, take care of each other. I'll speak to you soon. Goodbye.